Jack it up. Jack it up.
Alright, let's get this party started. Alright, so I'm going to finish off with the 6 stars. Don't have much to do for that. Then get on to the 4 stars and 3 stars. Burn up some energy. Picked up 2 energy refills previously and 2 revives. I'm doing alright, I can't complain. What are you up to? What are you up to? Have you tried to get into the beta at all? I can get on, but then I can't access any champs, so can't really do much. And I see there's other people as well that just can't even get on the beta, although that's kind of always an issue for some people. But yeah, man, 2 days, no, it's been up, what, 3 days? This is the 3rd day now, and you can't even participate in it, so it's kind of like, well, why bother giving out the invites? Yeah, our AQ is just about done, I think about 20 minutes, and then it's time for the next one. Yeah, that's usually the only thing I do on the beta, actually, is just go and open any 5-star crystals I have, or 6 stars if I have some. See who I get. This time, can't even do that. I find it odd. What was it, two weeks ago? I think it was less than 3. They had that Awakening Gem, 5-star Awakening Gem offer where you could pick the class, and then today they've got a random Awakening Gem offer. Like, it seems a little bit strange to me. The one from a couple weeks ago would have had higher value because you get to determine what class you get, and now it's a random one. So, and never mind that you can get 2 from the island stuff, and we're getting 1 from the appreciation calendar. So, not really sure why people would go and buy so a couple weeks ago I could see buying that one because you got to dictate the class, but why would you buy a random one? I suppose. Although, the person that grabbed the 25 Awakening Gems, they're not able to get into the game currently. And when they are, those Awakening Gems won't be there, so. I think they may have actually screwed up on the order of those Awakening Gems, though. I think this one should have come out first, and then the pick your class one. Because the thing is, anybody that really wanted an Awakening Gem, they would have gotten it with the pick your class, and so why would you get a random one? It's just, to me, it's a waste. Because even though the 3 that we have available to us currently are all random, they're free, right? So, especially the ones from the island, right? Because that's not going to cost you anything. Not even energy. So, with the beta being messed up, I was on the forums just to take a look to see if they said anything further, and somebody was criticizing that, you know, like, oh, they can't get anything right, even the beta. And their response was, it's a beta. Things are going to go wrong. The thing is, things are going to go wrong with what you're supposed to be testing, not with the infrastructure of the beta. Right? Like, things should go wrong when testing Act 7. Not with being able to pick champs to enter the testing. Oh dear. And even so, that's a lame response anyways, because they've done betas previously, and the beta environment works fine. This is the first time that I know of. It's quite possible it's happened before, but the first time I know of where the beta environment is the problem. Because yeah, if I went into the beta and you know, a node isn't working properly, or the champs or whatever, that's fine. That, to me, that's the point of the beta, is to identify those things. But when because for the most part the beta environment should be exactly the same as a production environment, but then what you want to test is on top of that. Yeah, but it's a different beta server because there's so like the one that everybody got invites to, that's a public beta, whereas the CCP it's a private beta. So that's a difference. So it would be two different environments. Yeah, I think it's a little bit like, okay, so I see Seaton is doing some beta streaming, which that's great. I mean, you get to watch him try it out and stuff. But if they're going to ensure that the CCP side is functional, then don't do the public beta. Just do it through CCP. So be it, right? But don't make the expectation that you and I can go into the beta and participate when it's not the case. It is the case for some people, but not for everyone. And I mean, if they've got the CCP server, and I think you're going to have CCP members utilizing that and broadcasting content and probably providing feedback to Kabam, then why bother with the public beta? I mean, at the end of the day, it's more headache for Kabam, right? Because then they've got to respond to all the people like, oh, this doesn't work, that doesn't work. Granted, I mean, if they were a little bit more competent, that probably wouldn't be an issue. And you know, I don't know. I don't feel bad about criticizing them. I think it's justified. But if this was like the first thing in the last couple months that you screwed up, or even if the island, the Omega Bosch Rush, like the rewards were screwed up, and then this, like if this was the first month, right, where you had multiple things, then I could kind of give them a little bit of leeway, as in, it sucks. When you look at like basically since May, definitely June, and we had that like where the arenas were down, War was messed up, AQ was messed up. That was June or July. So I mean, we've had like some May, June, July, August, and we're into September. So 5 months of unreliable gameplay in a sense. And now this month, for a couple days, we didn't know if we could even play portions of the game without getting banned. So they got to get their shit together. I think though that what's happening is they're trying to do more than they're capable of, whether it be they have the resources, as in people power, or the knowledge. I just think they're trying to do more than they are able to, which we may end up seeing come like November, well, not December, because I mean there's always a ton of stuff in December, but we may in the next little while see a lot less content, which I'm okay with if it means that when they do come back with content, that it's going to be more reliable. Yeah, no, absolutely. They do some things that are really, really good. I haven't done much of Cavalier, but what I have done of it, I quite like. I quite like it because it's something I know I can complete in a timely fashion, but is going to provide a challenge. So it's not like I can just go and auto fight it or just not pay attention. So I kind of like that. Yeah, I don't really know if I can think of anything else that's great successes for them in the last little while, though. To be honest, though, I think the Treasure Island, if the way it's operating currently, like where everything is visible, and you still get the keys and you have the riddle to solve, blah blah. I think if that's how it, like if that was the intent and that's how it came out, I think that would have been great. But instead, like that was not the intent. It's simply that way because they messed up. Granted, if that is how they did it, that would have lost the pirate theme would have never been there, right? Because the hidden treasure, blah blah blah. That's all part of the pirate theme. So if it was all visible from the get-go, well, then you lose that. But so be it. But I mean, I've said to several people, so they are to blame for the screw-ups, absolutely, because they're the ones that produce the game. for the screw-ups to be acceptable and to continue to happen, that's the player base's fault. As long as we are accepting by giving them our money, we're saying that these screw-ups are okay. So if we all of a sudden just stop spending until the game is reliable and stable for a period of time, but as long as we continue to see an offer, buy it, regardless of what the state of the game is or how they respond to us and blah, blah, there's absolutely no reason for them to change anything. The only 2 times I've seen them change things significantly was 12.0, where there was a boycott, and then after they had introduced diversity, we had it for quite a while, and then they were saying they were going to take diversity away, and people were quite angry because they had obviously promoted like ranking champions specifically for diversity on defense and blah blah blah. And then just this last spring, where they came out with the first Act 7 beta, and they got a big backlash for that. So those are the 3 times where I've seen them backtrack on things that were significant. There have been other little things, like initially when they made changes to She-Hulk, they were kind of like, well, the changes have been made, deal with it. And then they ended up giving rank gang tickets for her. They had done such similar things with Archangel. I think Drax was a very specific interaction, though. It was where he used to be able to parry stun Mordo and then hit him because his medium, or first hit was a 2-hit. So that was changed. The Archangel thing was actually weird because that one, I think, was that his stun, Archangel stun, when his neurotoxin runs out, it would stun opponents on stun immune nodes, and they were questioning about that, and the response was, yes, this is how it's supposed to work. And then a while later, they came back and said, oh, this is a bug. So to me, the issue there was that their initial response was, this is the proper interaction, and then later on, basically, they changed their mind. I mean, they could have said, the person who responded with, yes, this is intentional, was mistaken. They could have said that. And I think that would have been fair because people make mistakes. The only thing with that, though, is then it kind of makes the end user question what is reliable from them. Like, because at any point in time, they could say, oh, well, that person who responded was mistaken, right? So, but yeah, I thought that was actually a pretty sad interaction at the time. Yeah, but as far as I know, I think there was only one person on the forums that was really doing that. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't really know. Like, I know some people are like, oh yeah, nerfs need to happen to keep things in line and blah, blah. I think that's fair. But I think when you have the aspect where you spend real money to obtain certain characters in the game, when those characters change, so I guess in their case, their form of a refund is rank down tickets. But I think that needs to be an automatic kind of thing. Like so let's say Professor X and Apocalypse, right? So they come out now. Let's even say 6 months to a year from now, they change. And it really shouldn't matter if they change substantially or something that's unnoticeable. The thing is, what I bought today, I expect that going forward to be what that is. So when they change that, they need to refund me to an extent, right? Yeah, I think others were going to do it, but there was that Cat Murdoch on the forums that was like, had set up like a questionnaire of what did you do, what did you get, so on and so forth. And then from that, they were going to compile that all and then have a map. But I think they had probably gone so far into it that they ended up just simply, once Kabam made it all viewable, they just went in, looked at everything, and then provided the map anyways, which fair enough. One of the things I thought was a little funny though is because they were saying, what was it? So rather than backing out and checking the map or checking the like the in-game map, well, there's the map for you anyways. And I'm like, well, unless you have your phone sitting at a computer where you can have the map open, that's what you're always going to have to do. It's always going to have to do up and down. Okay. But see, now that I find a little bit odd, right? Because there's no reason, because obviously before the island went live, the functionality and they would have to have had that in design servers, right? So they could have migrated that onto the CCP betas, had the CCP people test it before making it open for public use. How goes it, Melvin? What kind of cereal are you gonna have? Yeah, I was on the like I've only recently started using Discord, and I tuned in for one of the podcasts the other day. I mean, I guess it's interesting, just listening to people talk about the game that you enjoy playing. But I don't really, it's not something I would make a point of tuning in for. Not that it's a bad thing or anything, but yeah. Yep. Could have, would have, should have. I have a feeling that when the Summoner Showdown is all said and done, I don't know if the end results are going to be very trusted. Granted, I was thinking that from the get-go, though. Frosted, because they're great. Actually, when they did the first week of the Summoner Showdown from the Silver Surfer one, so when the final day expired, before the leaderboards were cut off, I figured whoever was there, that was the placements. So then they took them down so you couldn't see first, second, or like the first in each region. And then they came back with, here's the first in each region, but only those three names. And I'm like, well, what? Cause I absolutely understand, like, okay, so you take the leaderboard down, some verification and blah blah needs to happen. Okay, that's fair enough. But then when you're going to say who the first in each region are, why not tell us the first 10, right? The top 10. Because the leaderboards the entire time were of the top 10. So why all of a sudden just give us three names, one per region? I just thought that was a little bit strange. So, and then this last round where Kyle Whale was there for the Russia-Europe region. So it looks like they removed that, and then the other one was Metal Sonic Dude, right? Like both of them, neither of those accounts should be, can't qualify, but I guess until they show up, how can Kabam prevent them from showing up? Which is fair enough, I guess. But so yeah, that right away I thought that was a little bit suspect. And I actually at first, with the MSD account there, I was like, well, who cares, right? Because when everything is said and done, even if he ended up in first place, he can't participate, so then whoever's in second will become first. And then I was thinking about it, and it's funny because it's what ended up happening. For the last that I saw of the leaderboard, he was in 10th place. So the thing that happens there is whoever is in 11th place, they won't see their name. So if you were in 11th place, you don't know. So you don't know what your time was compared to everyone else. If the person if MSD was not in 10th place, if he was not on the leaderboard at all, the person in 11th would say, hey, I'm X amount of time away from whatever, right? I can give this another shot, try to change up my matches, blah, blah, blah. But because his spot was taken up by somebody who can't participate, that person in 11th, as far as they know, they were never in 11th, right? So I think that, and that's not Kabam's fault. And I mean, you can't fault MSD for that either, because there's absolutely no reason why he can't go and try his best just to see how he does, right? So. One thing I think is a little bit interesting. So Brian Grant had put out a video, just a little after Summoner Showdown was announced, saying, it's a kind of a tongue-in-cheek, comedic, for fun video, right? Where he's like, yeah, I'm going to win the Summoner Showdown. Anybody who wants to take me on, bring it, blah, blah, right? Then the Summoner Showdown drops. He ends up in like top 5, I think, within the first couple days. And then he makes a video, or he talks about it, basically saying he doesn't have the time and doesn't want to change masteries and blah, 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 this kind of stuff. So he's just going to settle with whatever time he gets. He's not going to try too hard. Okay, that's fair. Like, it's different than what you expected or whatever. But now, the video that he made, his call-out video, it's no longer up. And I find that odd. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. But it is what it is. Actually, let me take a look and see if they have the Summoner Show. I don't think they're going to have the top 3 showing yet. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be closed off. Yeah, okay. Next round begins on the 14th. Okay, so 5 days. Which arena are you working on, Pa? If you're still there. I think I want to take Call to rank 2, actually. And probably figure out how to play him properly. But he looks like he could be a fair bit of fun. And I think his damage is pretty crazy. My goodness. Ah, okay. 4-star basic, right? Well, yeah, do it. Ooh, after this I'm going to go see if I have the energy to finish off the farming that I had started earlier. Man, I messed up with my timing for the 5-star feature arena. I started it on Monday, and I don't know why, but there was like quite a bit of time between when I started and then when I took a, I don't know what the hell I did. I took a break or something, and then it was like a couple hours. So then the refresh, like the 6 stars weren't all refreshing at the same time. They were a couple hours off. So but usually the last day, so like today and then Saturday, I only need to run my 6 stars once, so it's not too bad. Yeah. I think I'm going to do the Omega Boss Rush, the Epic difficulty, once AQ goes on cooldown. I figure figure I'm going to probably just use Corvus majority of it. I was thinking to use Aegon. But then considering that if I die with Aegon, I've got suicides on. Granted, at the beginning of the fight I can drop the suicide, so that's great. But with Corvus, if I do need to revive, a 20% is going to be more than enough. Because I'm going to heal up a little bit from the bleed, and then I'm also going to have the charges. And I figured with Corvus, if I die, other than MCOC, pretty much anybody else, if I die and revive, within the one revive, I should be able to get them down. So, and then also with Corvus, I think, so the Namor fight, I'm going to get 2 charges. The Mutant and the Avenger. And 2 charges is going to be good for a lot of them. And then within halfway of the map, I think I should have 4. Stealthy, I would assume, will give me the evade charge. So, and then I think Gilly 2099 would be the first tech. Yeah, I try. Have you done it yet, Pa? Oh, I know what else I'm going to do. I'm going to do the 2 Labyrinth fights. I had been doing the Labyrinth fights previously with Aegon, but the Red Hulk one is kind of annoying because you're building him up. The Old Man Logan one isn't too bad, but today I'm going to do it with Blade for Red Hulk and then Starkey for Old Man Logan. Alright, here's the block. Oof, I still got about another million to get, or 2 million to get here. I used to go for 15.5 to get the 2K 5-star shards. And then a couple, not the last arena, but I think the one before, I got 15.4 and I missed out on the 2K 5-star shards. So I was like, well, I guess I'll start doing 16 million just to be safe. It makes sense though that the cutoff would be increasing. I mean, as people get more and more 6 stars, it's going to be easier to go higher in there. I haven't seen Grim in here for a couple days. And I had a couple things I wanted to open, but I wanted to wait for Melvin and Grim to be here because they're pretty consistent on the channel. I mean, it's nothing spectacular. It's 6-star Sig Stones and some T5CC crystals, the 2% ones. Yeah, it's not many, but something more than nothing. And then Friday, I bought 2 of the Cosmic Tech crystals. After I bought them, I'm like, I don't know why, because all I want from them is Warlock, but I don't think I'll max out a 5-star Warlock. I'm really trying only to use high-end resources on 6 stars. So like the T5B and the T2A. I do need to use up a lot of, well, yeah, well, that's fine, because I could take him to R3 for that, but I have a lot of T1A that I need to use up. Speaking of which, I'm holding off doing the master level Omega Boss Rush, because there's 5 T1A from that. No, sorry, not the wait. Hang on here. Hang on. I need to take a look. Oh yeah, no, the Omega Boss Rush, I think. Alright, let me stop talking and actually get the proper information. I know there's something I'm holding off on doing because there's a bunch of T1A with it. Yes, okay. Oh, I can't even look yet. Okay, yeah, but it's the heroic for the Omega Boss Rush that I have to hold off on. Yeah. So content-wise, Paul, what's the main thing you've been concentrating on in the game recently? Alliance quest completed. This is day 4 starting, right? Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I think if I had any amount of life, I would be I'd be concentrating on that and not the game. What was I checking here? Hey, other than Aegon and Star-Lord, who else has to be awakened in order to use? There's a ton of champions that get better, absolutely. But those two, without being awakened, they have no functionality. I mean, yeah, I guess if you're running Aegon in ROL, well, no, because then every fight you're restarting, yeah, so even there you wouldn't do it. So yeah, other than Star-Lord and Aegon, who else has to be awakened to be usable? And not to be better, but to be usable. Because Archangel is absolutely usable without being awakened. He gets his ability accuracy reduction, yes, but he still does the damage regardless. Gwenpool does her damage, her bleeds. She won't survive an L3, but her damage and everything else that she brings to the table is there. I guess Namor might be, because for the most part I don't think he's a great damage dealer, but there's a ton of damage dealers. So without his ability to absorb and redistribute the Thorn's damage, without that, he might be unusable. Well, no, he is usable, but that is the reason you want him, is that absorption and redirect. So. Because I think Aegon and Star-Lord would be the only ones where a generic is necessary, right? Like if you've got no other class but you want to use them and you've only got the generic, that's where you would put it. Now I'm not saying that like Star-Lord definitely isn't what he used to be, where he was the only champ that could do what he does. But yeah, if you wanted to use him and you have no tech jump, you would use the generic. I'm thinking, so I have a 6-star generic Awakening Gem. And I already have Aegon Awakened. Obviously, that's who I used. Welcome back, Melvina. How are the Frosted Flakes? Were they great? So yeah, so obviously the generic's not going to go to Aegon. I think in my case, the only one I could see using it on would be Omega Red. And even then, that's only to increase his damage, right? His immunities are still there. His spores are still there, up to 10. Yeah. So how's your day going, Melvin? So I still have those Sig Stones I want to open, Melvin, and then the 2% T5cc crystals. But I want to wait until Grim's here. Well, both you and Grim. What are you up to currently, Melvin? Epic what? Oh, okay. So there's somebody else saying like they wanted to go for the featured 5-star. I mean, hey, why not? You know, opening a featured 5-star, that's cool. But in my case, I would use up all my keys first, or not use up all my keys. Get all the resources that are guaranteed. So like the T4B, the T2A, T5 shards. Well, not 5-star shards, maybe 6-star shards. But basically everything that I know exactly what I'm getting before going for the 5-star feature. Just because the 5-star feature has the RNG, so I don't want to use my keys for randomness. I want to use the keys for guaranteed items. But hey, I mean, there's some great champions in the 5-star feature. If you, if you want to take the risk, then why not? Also, it kind of depends too, right? Like if you have a lot of 5-stars, it becomes less and less valuable, other than somebody that just wants to add new champions. If you don't have many 5-stars, then anybody from the feature is going to be probably somebody new, right? But if you've got a lot, then you've got the odds of duping somebody are pretty great as well. Yeah, if you've got the sigil and you have, a fair bit of shards, then you're going to get that, twice a month, I think? But yeah, I don't do the sigil, so I paid for it once, and other than that, I used it when they first introduced it for the first week because it was free, and there was that other time where I think it was free once for an entire month as well. So other than that, I haven't utilized it. But hey, if you're going to spend money, I think that's a good way to spend money. The $10, it's not terrible. Or the unit, the daily unit card, $5, $7, 20 units a day. But yeah, I considering the way the game has been going and stuff, for me, yeah, even the $5 thing, I'm not. I have it currently. I had it active for about 14 months, and then I didn't renew it. I think I didn't renew it for 2 months, and then I renewed it a couple weeks ago, and it's almost expired. And once it expires this time, I won't be getting it anymore. Like okay, so $5 a month or $10, so $15 a month from me. Overall is not a ton of money, but I'm just not going to give a company money when the product I am giving them the money for is not improving. Yeah, like they're coming out with, there's so many, like the connection issues this last month of, releasing content and not working properly. I don't understand why we would continue to pay for something so the event quest is the same thing every month, right? The only difference is simply the champions, the maps are different. The one that Seaton is playing, that's a CCP beta. It's different than the public beta that you and I have access to. He was playing that one yesterday as well, even though people couldn't access the public beta or don't have champions. We can take a quick look, but the last I looked, I can get into the beta, but I can't access any champions. So let's see if that is still the same. And yesterday, for a period of time, Act 7 wasn't even viewable in the beta. Yeah, so it's still the same. I can get into the beta, but I can't access any champions. So yeah. And I think even going to my champion list. Okay, so going to my champion list, I see all the champions of the game, but I can't, yeah, they're not playable, so. I mean, I guess what I could do, well, I'm not going to, but what I could do is auto fight through Acts 1 through 5 and then go into Act 6. I mean, I'm not going to do that, so. Yeah. I think there are people though who are able to access their champs in the beta, but there's a lot of people who are not. So, but so in your case, like if you want, do you have access to the beta? Yeah. Well, no, it wouldn't take that. Well, but the thing is, in the beta though, you have all of the resources that you need. Like you have energy, you can do your. Yeah, no, it's working for some people, Rahul, but not for everyone. Yeah. Yeah. I think if somebody has stuff in Act 6 to do and they want to, try it out, if they have access to the beta, it's definitely a good use of time. It will save you resources when you're doing it on the live servers. It's unfortunate that they don't have the Abyss available though, because you could practice with Abyss fights. That would be good. But yeah, having access to the beta And being able to run through parts of Act 6 would be great. Oh dear. Oh boy. This is gonna hurt. Oh well. There we go. How's your day going, Rahul? Yeah, man, that heal on that green goblin there, it's pretty crazy, man. I'm doing alright, Rahul. Can't complain. Can't complain. So, yeah, it's Heroic, I think, that has the, 3 T4B and the 5 T1A. So I'm going to hold off for a little while to do that. I'm going to just auto fight through it, but because I've got quite a bit of T1A, so I'm trying to make sure I don't get more that I can't utilize quickly. So I've got like 1 here, which is good for 8 days, so that's fine. And I've got a bunch that's good for 10 days. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a bunch more. So main reason why I have so much T1A and I have a T5B, that's going to end up being used on Gilly 2099, so I'm not worried about that. But the main reason I have a bunch of this T1A, there was a couple weeks ago, or geez, maybe about a month ago now. I can't remember what it was we had. We had some kind of in-game currency, and I bought everything that I wanted with it, and I had a bunch extra, and there were T1As that you could buy, and I'm like, well, I'll just use the rest on T1A, and so that's why I have so much T1A. And then I'm still doing the T1A Arena. I'm still getting it from the EQ. From the milestones for stuff, so T3 mutant. Well, you can pick that up from the daily quests, right? From the class daily quest, you can pick up class catalysts. Yeah, no, you definitely can't have the T4B. That's the one thing I use a lot of. And I've only got 12. Ooh, I almost have another one. I almost have 13. Let's see here. So yeah, Gilly 2099 is definitely going to go to R2. I don't know if I'll take her any further than that, but I'm just waiting for a level up with a tech class advancement. Once we get that, then I'll max her out at level 1. And then wait for the next time the level up and the tech advancement comes around, and then take her to rank 2. And I don't have any 5 stars really to, other than these ones that are still to be leveled up, but I still wait for level up events to put ISO into them. Yeah, I don't think the Glory Store, I think it's a while before that resets, right? Couple days. Yeah, 4 days until the Glory Store resets. You know, it's crazy. I was doing pretty good on the level 3 and level 4 alliance pots, and then comes along one war, and I think it was just 2 fights, and I end up going through most of my health pots. Ugh. Terrible. Terrible. Alright, back to the arenas. Alright, a little less than 1 million to go for this arena. So let's slog our way through it. Sinister is considered a metal champ, right? So that's actually going to be a bad matchup against Magneto, isn't it? Although all of them were going to be a bad matchup for Magneto anyways. Oh, interesting. How is he not considered metal? Isn't his body adamantium? Interesting. Oh dear, why did I do that? I ran right into that. I don't know. What happened, Malvina? Wait, let's just check that something. Because I'm pretty sure Mr. Sinister should be considered a metal champion. Okay, let's see his bio. No, I want his actual... Okay. Nathaniel Essex, a scientist, the latter half of the 19th century, pledged loyalty to mutant demigod Apocalypse in exchange for activation of his dormant X-Factor. Donning the moniker of Mr. Sinister, Essex began to engineer bloodlines in the hope of creating the perfect mutant. His attention would eventually focus on two particularly gifted children, Scott Summers and Jean Grey. In command of the Marauders, a band of mutants that follow him, Mr. Sinister has been the mastermind of many schemes and plots, not the least of which was the birth of Cyclops and Madeline Pryor's child, Nathan Summers, also known as Cable. So it doesn't say anything about his exoskeleton being adamantium. Should I please see Mr. Sinister's region? Okay. Yeah. Interesting. And tags and bio. Control denial villain. I was sure that he was like, yeah, I'm. Because it like that looks the same as Colossus, no? Like if you look at his exoskeleton. Oh, I guess Colossus isn't as shiny. Interesting. Yeah. Also, another one that's a little bit odd in game is why they would remove the metal tag from Gwenpool, right? Like that seems a bit strange to me. No, it's not so much the look, Melvin, but I just thought from the comic books that his body was adamantium. That's a long time since I've read the comic books, and when I did, he wasn't one of the ones that I really paid attention to. Like my favorite X-Men character is probably Wolverine. Yeah, I think by far Wolverine was my favorite. Actually, out of like mainstream comics like DC, Marvel, X-Men were my favorite. I had some Spider-Man, some Batman, some Superman, but the ones I really got into were the Image comic books, like Spawn, Gen 13, Savage Dragon, Stormwatch. I really liked those ones. Wildcats. One that I got into, but there wasn't very much of it, was one called Pit. And before I stopped collecting comics, there was a new one. Oh crap, I can't remember the name of it, but I quite liked it. And Pitt, I didn't really get the background of it because I think I started reading it like at the 10th issue or so. But there was some connection between like this alien warrior and this kid on like this like young, like I don't think he was 12, human kid. They had some kind of connection, and that was kind of cool. But yeah, I think my favorite comic character of all time was Spawn. Ooh, and the Darkness. The Darkness was kind of cool. The Witchblade. Yeah. Did you ever get into comic books, Melvin? Okay, I will be right. I'll be right back. No, my job isn't to stream. I don't have a job. Your job is to be polite and respectful while viewing someone's stream. Boom, boom, boom. So when are you back to class, Melvin? That's fine. You can play as much as you want, but I'm still going to respond. Oh, I didn't say it was rude. But you were saying that was my job. I'm saying, no, that's not my job. But I'm saying that your job is to be polite and respectful in the stream. So, are you back to, does school start next week for you? Are you looking forward to going back or no? Actually, do you have to physically go, or can you do it remotely, online? Look at this, I'm almost up for 4 million battle chips, dude. Oh, so about what, 9 days? Today's the 9th, right? Yeah, okay, 9 days, a week and 2 days. Okay, so it won't be, oh, next Friday. Okay. Are you looking forward to it or no? That is next Friday, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah? You don't think you'll do it online? Is that your choice or your mom's choice? Oh, aren't you supposed to be on Discord? Because you said you were going to be on there last night, but I told you I wasn't streaming last night. Oh wait, I have to heavy to initiate her combo shield, right? Ah, okay. And now once that's there, it's indefinite. So even if I get hit, oh, is it indefinite until I get hit then? No. Okay, so I activate it again. I don't get it. I was sure it said indefinite, but then that's obviously not indefinite. And then it's, oh, this L3 is probably going to kill him, but I think this is how I get 100 hits, right? Okay. Are you getting on Discord to voice chat? Jeez. It's a pretty terrible way to describe talking, isn't it? To voice chat. Yeah, but I just thought, oh, I get it. So it means indefinite just as in there's no timer. But when you get hit, you lose it. But it's only one hit, right? Which, one hit doesn't really seem to do much, right? Because for the most part, if you get hit, it's probably going to be part of a combo, meaning you're taking a couple hits, right? Why are you avoiding the question about the voice chat? Oh dear. And you stop reading line. Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, no, I wasn't even looking at the game. I was looking at my line chat. I didn't even know who I was fighting, actually. So, if you're not in school, what are you going to be doing? If you're not doing classes? Okay, I should be. I'll do one more 6-star just to get to the 16 million. Resting? Resting from what? Resting from YouTube? Wait, what does your phone have to do with being on voice chat? People who don't want to start school start today? What? Well, if they don't want to start, that would mean they wouldn't be starting, no? In which case, they're not starting today or any day. Or am I misunderstanding what you're saying? Oh, did you poop today? You know what? I just realized. So I told you that you can't use your alt YouTube accounts in here. But every now and then I refer to your pooped account. So I guess in fairness, if I'm going to bring that one up, I guess I have to allow that account in here. So, But that would be the only one. That's not class. Yeah, earlier after my shower. Thanks for your concern. Oh, they start online today. Okay, I see what you mean. Okay. That makes sense, yeah, okay. I wonder why they would have that start earlier. Huh. Well, I guess probably like they gotta have accounts set up and blah blah. Yeah, okay, that probably makes sense, okay. Almost done arena wins. Onto the fall. Oh, I should probably join AQ. Oh. So safe, dude, eh? Do I even need? Whatever. Who should I bring in? Either Thing or Invisible Woman. Oh no, Thing I have on defense, so yeah, Invisible Woman it is. Oh, I shouldn't be doing this with no sound. Oh well. Well, actually, this isn't a bad fight because, for the most part, they should be dead before the timer on the requirements tick off, anyways. Oh, and that was an easy timer. I just parry. You know, I think. Well, maybe not before I have the first charge, but for the most part. I don't even think I need to bring in a Fantastic Four member. I think I can get them dead before it even matters. Maybe that's something I have to keep in mind later on. What is Omega Red's awaken ability? Isn't it just, yeah, it's just the spores, right? Go beyond 10? Passive opponent has 10. Death spores on the opponent deal per second this time. Oh, okay, so it gives him the unblockable. Oh, and then that's what gives him the spore damage. I see, okay. Okay. So he is playable without being awakened. He does more damage, and then the ability to be unblockable. Okay. Okay. What's that? Did you get incursions done yesterday, Melvin? Oh my, look at the time, Melvin. Look at the time. Time flies when you're having fun. Oh yeah. Yeah, a little bit too soon. Oh, come on, bro. There we go. Well, Melvina, let's go see if there's anyone to raid. Raid! Oh, no, I want to do Red Hulk and OML in Labyrinth first. Okay. That is one. Oh my. Wow, there's nobody streaming currently. Holy smokes. Normally there's at least like one other person around this kind of time. Oh yeah. Interesting. So Katie Candy is going to grind for Professor X. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think he's going to probably both he and Apocalypse are going to go pretty high in the arena. Malvina, have you abandoned me, Malvina? Your job is to be here and keep me company. So we'll hit the next milestone in the 4-star basic and then go beat up Red Hulk and Old Man Logan. Well, it sounds really bad to say beat up Old Man, eh? Old Man something. And then, the rest of the day, I want to get started on a couple of videos in regards to some of this stuff, and I want to try to add on the stream so that when you can see the most recent subscriber, I want to add that in somewhere. No, but on Twitter, she posted that she's going to start the Professor X 5-star feature grind tomorrow. That she's going to go do arena to get him. No, I didn't say she was streaming. I was just saying that she was doing that arena grind. No, if I was going to fool you, Melvin, I would just ask if you wanted to do incursions. like done for the week, or just done, not going to do them anymore at all? Yeah, I started off yesterday with 54,000 artifacts. I bought the 2K 5-star shards. Did Sector 8 to Room 10. Got another 10K artifacts. Bought the 2,000 6-star shards, and then I think I'm at 3,000 or 4,000 artifacts currently. So I'll probably save up to a max again. Ah, okay, until they reset. Yeah, okay. Although, what did you do yesterday? Did you do Sector 7 or Sector 8? Or do you have Sector 8? No, you would only be able to pick between Sector 6 and 7 still, right? You're not able to pick Sector 8 yet, right? Right. So you can do Sector 6 and 7. Yeah. Okay. I was a little bit surprised there weren't many people. Oh, you can't do Sector 7. Okay. I was a little bit surprised there weren't people streaming Sector 8 last night. Okay. So yeah, you can do Sector 7. Yeah, okay. Dear. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Alright, so are you able to buy two of the same 5-star incursion crystals? Or only one? Oh, you know who would actually be good for OML? Gilly 2099. That would be a good place to try her out, actually. Yeah. Huh. No, the limit on the 5-star ones is only 2. The 4 stars, I think you can buy up to 5. Ooh, interesting. Now down you go. Down you go. Alright. So time for Red Hulk and OML. Oh, I should pay attention, shouldn't I? Okay. Well, I'll get started with Red Hulk. It's probably, what, about 3 to 5 minute fight? We play? Ooh, Labyrinth of Legends. Let me just make sure. that that's still an objective. Win 2 fights in Labyrinth or Legends. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we're going to leave Nick and DPX there. We're going to bring in Blade. We're going to bring in Ghost Rider. And Starkey. There we go. Actually, wait. Do I want to bring in somebody for Starkey? Huh. I'm just trying to think if the stun lasts. Oh no, because then that would be stun locking, meaning I have to spam the L1. Right. Okay, yeah. No, this is fine. Alright, here we go. Oh, oh, oh. The Red Hawk actually helps with sound, but whatever. What about 1.5 million? Oh, no, no, no. That's not how that's supposed to go, go, go. Okay, so now we will heal up a bit. And best way to heal is stay close so we continue to generate power from our bleed. Back to your corner. Oh lordy, lordy. Okay, that should be about enough. Get down to about 50-ish again. Oh crap. Oh crap. Okay. No, it's not going the way I want it. There we go. L2. Okay, and time to heal up again. Oh, ooh. Am I gonna pay? Yes, I am. Oh dear. Oh lordy, lordy. This is not going how it's supposed to, Melvin. Okay. Let's get our power back up before we get back into a special rotation here. Or not our power, our health. ready to roll. Just waiting for his L1. There we go. And let's get the party started again. The excellent. Actually, that would have been a good time to heal back up again, but we don't get to use the L2 too much, so take advantage of it while we can. Almost in assassin range, so this will speed up shortly. There we go. Yeah, that's the labyrinth of aid for you. That's Ralk though, Red Hulk, not Gladiator Hulk. Why is what's Brian's stream? Oh, Cavalier, right. Oh, Act 7 beta. Okay. Brian's smart though. He waited until Seaton wasn't streaming to start streaming it himself. Yeah. Okay. All right, and we'll do the Old Man Logan fight. Get our poise up and then lay into him. Here we go. Similar kind of plan as with Galk, except in this case we're going to be using the L2s in rotation. So we'll wait until we're close to an L3 and then let go of our first L2. Ah, crap. That's not what I wanted to do at all. That screws it up. Well, well, the good thing in this, I guess, is we're not going to take the recoil damage, but now we've got to build back to 2 bars of power. Ah, well. I'm not sure, but I think if I have the synergy where my debuffs last 30% longer, I think I can stun lock. The only thing is, with suicides is a bad idea, because then you're taking recoil all that time, so... Ooh. Okay, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Man, I remember when Old Man Logan's L2 used to or not L2, his heavy used to always get me. I'd always go in after this first hit. But no more. Just imagine, because I'm pretty sure they're going to come out with him as a 6-star. Just imagine what craziness that's going to be, eh? Get those poise back up. All right. See if we can get it done with this. Yes, we can. All right, not bad. So that solo objective is finito. Okay. I think those two, doing Red Hulk and Old Man Logan, I think doing it with Blade and Starkey is actually faster than using Aegon. Aegon would be fast on Old Man Logan, but just because you've got to ramp him up for Red Hulk, kind of slows it down a little bit. Yeah, you need to Dex to get your poise charges up. Mr. Putrid. How goes it? How goes it? Oh dear, I gotta start using up these energy refills. Hey Melvin, don't tell Putrid that I did the 5-3-6 farming this morning and got 2 energy refills and 2 revives. Don't tell him that. I don't think so. I don't think Havoc would be that good for it. Yeah, I don't think he would negate Electro's damage. And yeah. Okay. How's the workday going so far, Putrid? Oh, and Melvin, you were talking about the people who weren't streaming or who were streaming currently. And Lakers Bodyguard isn't streamed because he didn't stream yesterday day. I think he said he was going to be on in the evening, but I don't think he was. And then he had posted on Twitter that he couldn't stream today because the internet in his area was down. So I was going to respond to that and be like, well, if the internet's down, how are you able to post on Twitter? But I mean, he's probably using data for Twitter. Yeah, I could see there being issues in California with those fires, though. Oh, did he? Oh, okay. Actually, I didn't even know that he really utilized Discord. Huh. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, ashes on his car. Yeah, I could see the like if a power line went down or something, and that could take out like an ISP or whatever. Yeah. And I think the fires are getting worse too. The first couple summers when I moved where I am currently, we had fires here, not close to the city, but you could definitely see it like in the sky. And then also the next province over, there were fires there. But this summer it hasn't been bad. I mean, I guess it's to be expected because the majority of it, people really weren't out and about like normal, right? So. This has been a pretty crazy, I don't even think it's been 12 months, because I mean there were the fires in the Amazon, there were the fires in Australia, there was the Notre Dame fire, and then last year as well you had the fires in California, and at that time I think those were like supposed to be the worst they'd ever had, and they're saying the same thing about the ones this year, like they're the worst fires California's ever had. Jeez. Yeah, I don't think that's funny. Because they've got their job to do. They're doing their job, but when the nature's working against you, not really much you can do. The best thing that could happen for them currently is to have like some heavy rain. Winds would not be good because that will probably spread it. I think for most cases, like if they're close to bodies of water, they would use water, like with water bombers. And if they're further inland without any sources of water, I think for the most part they're just trying to use fire retardant. But yeah, so in those cases in particular, for what's going on in California, I don't know what they would be using. In some cases you can fight fires with fires. But I think I don't think you would really do that like in forests. I think that's more like farmland kind of thing. So the way for farmlands, what happens is if the field away, like a distance from your house, is on fire, you would put the field close to your house on fire, but you would control it. And then when the uncontrolled fire comes closer, there's no fuel for it to burn. So because you already burned off like the dry shrub and stuff closer to your house, but where you're able to control it, so that when the big fire comes, it isn't able to continue on because it has nothing more to burn. So. But for forest fires, I don't. It would be harder to control that, so I don't know if they do that as often. And that's one of the nice things, like, or well, not nice, unfortunate things of like living in a nice area, like where you're close to woods and stuff, is that yes, you know, you're closer to nature, the sounds and so on and so forth is great. But then when something like this happens, you're far more at risk than somebody living in the city, right? So. Oh. Oh dear. He got me. He got me. But I got him back. Oh yeah. You know, I really should be trying to Quake when I'm using Quake in arenas. I think that'd be a good way to learn. That and taking her into Realm of Legends would be a good way to learn as well. But I'm really, because I know there's definitely specific encounters where she's really good for. But yeah, for the most part. Oh, actually, Mordo in Act 6-2. I ranked up my Quake for that. I wasn't playing her properly. I was just doing the parry heavy. No, yeah, and for the most part, that worked not too bad. I was initially intending to use Void for that fight. He was slow, but he would get it done. But no, I found Quake to be pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Straight on his face. Fine. That's how you want to play it. Boom. Done. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. So Malvina, what do you think? Should we open the 6-star Sig Stones, Sig Crystals, and the T5cc 2%ers without Grim, and then wait until he's here and then open the Cosmic Tech Crystals, or save it all until he's here, or open the Tech Cosmic now and save the others until later? What say you, Melvin? What say you? I have a 6-star to open too, but I'm going to wait until I have 2 6-stars, so until the end of the war season, so end of next week, and I'll open the 2 6-stars together. I don't know if I want to do that as a video or, well, yeah, no, it's just 2 of them, so I'll probably just do it on stream, unless I had anything else significant. Okay. So the T5cc and the 6-star Sig Stones? For the T5cc, I don't want Mutant. Any class other than Mutant. I already have 2 fully formed T5cc for Mutant. You think so? Yeah, I guess, but I'm just gonna pop the 5 stars. I'm not gonna spin them out. I'll spin out the 6 stars. Well, you think make a video of it? Really? It's not. I don't know, man. It's such a short video. I mean, I could do the thing. Oh, these are the champs I want. These are the champs I don't want. Blah blah blah. But nah, it would take longer to do that than just open the crystals. But yeah, I'll do the T5cc and the Sig Stones once the final milestone for the 4-star basic has been reached. And then that will be it for today. And I will get the 3 stars done throughout the day, so I won't be back this evening. I'll have nothing to do. Yeah, I could do that, but I mean, really, a video for the T5cc and the Sig Stones? Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so like the way I look at it is that the more so the 6 stars, but the 5 and 6-star video openings are what's relevant. I don't really think like opening the T5cc or Awakening Jam. I don't think that that's that interesting. So I mean, I would just do it whenever. But if I'm streaming and I've got the stuff to open, okay, I'll do it. I mean, I'm fine doing 6-star and 5-star openings that way too. But doing a video for it, if anybody wants to see it, it makes it more accessible as opposed to doing it through a stream. Because then if you're not here for the stream, you don't want to scroll through an hour and a half just to see a 30-second opening, right? So I'll make a minute or 2-minute video of it. So yeah. Did you see my last opening video, Melvin? Because that was kind of a huge opening, or a huge video. It was like 5 minutes long, man. Bruh. 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 Why? I don't get this. So somebody pulled or has a 5-star OG Thor, and they've got Awakening Gems. Why? Like Thor, where are you going to use him? You're not going to use him currently. I mean, yeah, he used to be great, but it's not what he used to be. Like, I don't know, man. Some people just need to let it go. Let it go. Yeah, I know, eh? It's 6-star Warlock Troll. It's almost as bad as pulling a 6-star Iron Fist, huh? Almost. No, you didn't get 6-star trolled, bro. You got that 6-star. You got the 6-star and you got to keep it. Although I did pull Diablo. So I guess I can't say much. But I gotta admit, I prefer getting Diablo than another dupe on Hawkeye. Well, because Diablo was new. If he wasn't new, oh lord. Yeah, man. If Diablo wasn't new, you would have been hearing a lot of... Yeah, that would have been happening. How you doing, Indigenous? How goes your day? Yeah, you could think that never happened until you look at your 6-star roster. Then it's going to remind you every time. Yeah, I don't think he'd be very good for incursions. Indigenous, can you type in English? I think this should be the last match, Malvina, and then we'll go see what Sig Stones we get and see what T5CC we get. Ah, well, thank you. Thank you for the well wishes. What are you up to currently, Indigenous? Are you doing anything in the game currently, or just checking out the YouTubes? La YouTubers. Aw, isn't that nice of you, Melvin? Very nice. It's a pretty good opening for the day. Not a bad way to get started. Not bad at all. Alright, we'll do one more match just for good measure. And do the openings. We got the last milestone, so. Getting both of those on the same day or same opening? That is some pretty good luck, dude. Pretty good. Yeah, I bet, eh? Just the Corvus would make a big impact on the account. And the Domino's pretty fun too. Come on, man. There we go. Come on, man. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's not bad. 1 6-star, 25 stars. So, how long you been playing? Okay. Okay. All right, let's get these 6 stones and T5CC opened. Let's just take a look at what T5CC I currently have. So we've already got 2 of the mutants, and we don't need any more of that. Actually, tech would be okay. Nobody in particular. Definitely don't want science. And everything else I'm okay with. Cosmic would be fine. Mystic would be fine. Skill, But yeah, so tech would be the one tech is what I want. Skill and mutant I do not want. Yeah, this isn't anything too critical, Malvin. It's just a 2% T5cc ones. I think I have 6 of them. If I can find them. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So, what was it? No mutant, no science. Okay. It's alright. And we'll do the Sig Stones. We've got 70 of them. Of the 6-star Sig Stone crystals to open. Yeah, I don't really... It doesn't really matter what I get. 6 tech. Okay. I'm just thinking, I can't think of anybody. I guess I could give the skills to Aegon. He's at 180 currently. Nobody else that I have as 6 stars really need Sig Stones. The tech... Oh, I guess the tech could go to Hulkbuster, actually. The Legend Crystal. Do I have a Legend Crystal? No, I think I've already opened them all. Oh, do you mean the Ultimate Crystal, Melvin? Yeah, I'll show you the 6-star roster in Jiu-Jitsu. So, 15 tech, 15... Wait, that doesn't make sense. Okay, no, yeah, okay, that's fine. So, 45 right there. Jeez. So 15 tech, don't have anybody. 15 cosmic, don't really have anybody. 15 mystic, don't have anybody. Oh dear. Okay. I'm pretty sure I don't have a legendary, dude. Yeah, let's see. Arena. Oh, I want to open these, the Cavalier ones, but they've got T1A, and like I said earlier, I have a lot of T1A, so I'm trying to make sure I don't do anything to obtain more until I've gone through what I currently have with the T1A. Wait, how many of the... Okay, 26 of the 5-star. Yeah, so it's the Ultimate Crystals you're talking about, right? So I have 24 of those. Yeah, no, there's no legendary. Because I was pretty sure that the legendary ones I opened a while ago. Oh, okay, yeah. No, I think those have T1A as well. So, same thing. I need to get through some of my T1A before I... Oh, just these? The 9 of them? Yeah, okay. Oh, it's not a bad amount of glory, eh? 2,000. Oh! A Science T4cc. Ugh. Okay, that's not terrible. That's not bad. Oh, should I get a Mystic Science? No. Because all I would want is Torch, and I don't really have a need for him anymore. All right. Oh, the 6-star roster, right? So there we go. So Aegon and Corvus Glaive are both R3, and from Stealthy down to Venom are R2, and then everything else is R1. No, I'm good for as far as crystal openings. I'll do the Tech and Cosmic whenever Grimm's around, whenever you and Grimm are in the stream. Yeah. So other than basically like the first line, well, the first two lines, I guess. Even Korg, because Korg's a decent defender. So other than that, the 6-stars are pretty weak. Yes, Nick Fury's good, but I mean he needs to be awakened. And that's kind of it. Void's good, needs to be awakened. I do like Sinister actually. And I like the Hood, but needs to be awakened. Gilly 2099, I will rank her and start using her. And Symbiote Supreme, yeah, he's a great champion. Doesn't need to be awakened, but I have him as a max 5-star and I run Suicide, so yeah. Oh, I wouldn't tease you, Melvin. Come on now. Come on now. Alright guys, that's the end of the stream for today, so thanks for coming and hanging out and keeping me company. And as always, Melvin, it was nice chatting with you. And have a good one. And I'll catch you guys later.